because I am a retired teacher, and because I'm alive, and because I think that I should be of service and make myself useful while I'm here. And I love it. I love to visit with people. I see a lot of former students and families, and I feel it's a good use of my time.
224. Right.
But most of all, I enjoy it.
Good. And I said my long, awkward pause after you finish your response. So, why don't you just keep rolling?
Yeah.
Or you can even ask, what do you do when you're volunteering down here?
Yes, that's a good question. Has the question been asked? Yes, what do we do? When we come to help, we do different things. Today, I get to serve the soup, and it's wonderful homemade sausage, potato, green bean soup. I also clean up, which is a lot of fun, and sometimes some of our guests will help clean up, and so we can do that together, washing the tables, picking the chairs up, and getting out the vacuum cleaner, and just these things that need to be done. There's always something for everyone.
This one?
Good, that's good stuff. That's great stuff. Great stuff. And again, I'm just kind of, that's my all-important job. Well, let's see, you could be, and I imagine you probably do volunteer in other places and do different things. Why have you chosen to volunteer? Well, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and answer that one.
Yes.
Why have you chosen to volunteer here? Like, for example, what is is this particular need important to you as opposed to being someplace else?
I think that I chose to volunteer here because of the population that the mission serves. It is a ministry, and I want to be a part of Christ's ministry because I feel that's what we all should be doing. I know many of the people that come here to share a meal, and I enjoy visiting with them, and it brings me a lot of happiness just to catch up and to watch the interaction between the guests, because they all come here, I think, because of the food, but just the fellowship of being in one another's company and having a chance to share. And there are many, many volunteer opportunities in Quincy, that is for sure. But this is one of my favorites.
Good, it's rich stuff.
Yeah.
You're just so good. We're just
Keep
Let me ask
going.
you a question real quick before I
Yes.
forget. But would you be okay? Would you give us permission to, like, on to put your name on the bottom, like when you're speaking?
Sure.
Okay, just be your name and volunteer. Thank you, Jane. Would that be okay too? Could we use your name?
No, actually, Mark.
And we can just think for a second. Is there any particular? Can you think of any particular moment or person or event or anything like that at all that was particularly memorable or meaningful to you? And take your time. And there may not be, and that's okay if there's not.
Well, for me, the time spent here just catching up with students that I had many years ago in class, and they want to share with me, I have 4 grandchildren now, and of course I always say you're much too young to have grandchildren, but that's fun. And then some of our parents of the students I had at Quincy High are guests, and they help me at the end to pick up the chairs, and we get caught up, and I can find out what their child's doing and catching up in that way. And the families that come with the small children, and to watch them interacting with their own children and being loving and gentle with their children, that's a beautiful thing to watch as well.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
And there are a few of these babies I would just like to pack up and go home.
I know. Tell me about it.
That little
My
Bella,
wife
she,
will show me.
I hear that from people too.
bye sweetheart, you take care. She's one of my kids long ago.
Why do you think Horizons is important for this community? What do you know or what have you seen that makes it particularly important?
In Quincy, Illinois, we have a very large segment of our population that benefits from the assistance given by Horizons. Horizons is a ministry, and we all know that no matter where you are, how old you are, your income level, where you work or don't work, the most important person in your life should be Jesus Christ, and that's free. He paid the price for that. And so to be able to participate in Horizons, where some of their physical needs can be met, food, clothing, nice meal and fellowship, to have an opportunity to be surrounded with Christians who are here because they love the Lord, to hear a sermon, and to be encouraged to know Jesus and to know how much He loves them. And that's important.
Thank you. Lee, can you think of any particular kind of moment or experience or face or anything like that, or person that has spoken to you or been particularly meaningful to you? And if you can't, that's okay.
I can't specifically say that there's one person, because so many of them thank you for what you're doing. They come back and tell you what delicious meals we have fixed, and you can really tell that they appreciate it. So it's just been a conglomeration of a lot of people. The kids, you can tell some of them have been hungry and come back for 2 or 3 servings, and it fills your heart to know that you are filling a need for them.
Great, fantastic, great. Why don't you we're just going to let you talk a little bit about yourself. Tell us your name, how you heard about Horizons, and why you got involved. And you don't have to remember that. How about just your name and how you, why you decided to get involved as a volunteer at Horizons?
Well, my name is Jane Hessing, and I think the Lord directed me here because I have retired and I was looking for some things to fill my time. And actually, I can't remember how I heard about Horizons, but I thought I would give it a try, and it is something that I have found that is very meaningful to me and which I really enjoy.
Excellent. Because that's one thing we haven't had yet. You know, someone actually saying why. You know, it's not just for them; it's what it does for you also. And who are we kidding? That is one of the main reasons.
And just what people bring in, and all assorted leftovers, and you all make a delicious lunch out of it.
Yeah, what are some of the favorite things that the clients like? I know they talk about the chili, or just kind of have a little fun. Just.
Well, we get food from the grocery stores, we get food from people who raised it in their gardens, and we get leftover things that come from wedding receptions or our big dinners. And then we just try to incorporate all of that into our menus, even though it plays havoc with it sometimes, because we know these foods will not last a long time. The clients pretty well enjoy everything that we fix. I think soups and sandwiches are a big thing that they like. But we get recipes from all of the volunteers. We ad-lib as we come in, and somebody will say, well, maybe you should add this or add that. So we just kind of work together, and the volunteers all have a good time. We tease each other. We have talked about our personal lives and things that have happened. And Minnie, one of the older ladies that works here, used to own the property that I own down in Barry. So we had a lot to talk about, and how the place was when she was younger and how it is now. So the interaction between the volunteers is just super. And they react, everybody is so pleasant with the clients too, and they in turn reciprocate that love and cheerfulness.
Nice.
Regular volunteers, and she's going to tell us right now why she volunteers at Horizons.
Well, through Horizons, I have learned of the great need that there is in Quincy. And so I decided to volunteer because it was an opportunity opened up to our church, and I have a very strong feeling about families that are caught in this position and need help. And it seems like they are constantly, that group is constantly growing larger these days. So I feel like it's a very important thing that we all do what we can to help.
Well, and one more question. Why do you think Quincy needs Horizons?
Well, I don't think we have enough food centers for people that have the need, and it seems like it's just very, it gets bigger all the time. So that's why I think Quincy needs it, and we need to enlarge it as we can. I'd like to see it offering more than one meal a day. So.
Thank you. That's awesome. Foreman from Faith Presbyterian, and she's another one of our faithful volunteers. Barb is actually the coordinator for Faith Presbyterian. And Barb, I would like to know why you volunteer at Horizons.
Well, I guess I volunteer at Horizons. First of all, I'm a Christian, and a Christian is supposed to be a servant on this earth, be God's hands on this earth. And I think that's what He wants us to do, is to help the needy and those that can't help themselves. And that's my first reason for doing it. Secondly, I thoroughly enjoy it. I think it's a wonderful thing the way churches are working together to make this happen. And I think we can do so much more if churches continue to work together on all kinds of things. So I love that part of it, and I love meeting people from different churches. And I love the people that come to the soup kitchen. I mean, I have gotten to know some of them, and I just wouldn't miss a Wednesday that I'm in town.
All right, anytime.
Hi, my name is Mark Geisler. I'm the program manager for the Horizons Food Pantry and also the soup kitchen here. And today there's an incredible opportunity before any of you who are listening to this video right now. Right now there is a huge need in not only Adams County alone, but the surrounding area as well, especially Quincy, of just food, resources, people. More than ever in our nation's history, we need you right now. We need you to step up and to truly be the citizens that we all proclaim to be around the dinner table or in our groups of friends. Now is the opportunity to be able to stand up and take a stand, to do these things that God has called you to do. Right now, there is a huge need in this area, and right now this need, again, expressed is food, resources, and especially you, your time. Your time is so, so valuable, and what we need is you in this community right now to stand up and to do something. Right now you have a country full of people that are living for themselves, and we're seeing what's happening with that lifestyle. Right now you have the ability and the time to change that, and that's what we're asking of you right now. Perfect. Is that good?